говоришь мне чуть слышно, давай разведемся. Ла-лай-ла-лай-ри, ла-лай-ла-лай-ла-ла-ла.
Humanity began to pass on its knowledge from parent to children, from ancestor to descendant, when primitive communities grew up into their adulthood. They had to be capable of sustaining the qualities of the community, whether these were skills or knowledge about hunting grounds or foraging grounds. Of course, these more primitive concerns are gone now, but still I think we're trying to pass on something.
And it's interesting because I do a lot of foraging tours and I give talks, and people are like, what if everyone starts foraging? But I've given talks to hundreds of people and I never see anybody out there foraging. So I advocate for it. I don't think there's any real worry that there's too many other things for people to do.
I think the only way we're going to thrive in the 21st and 22nd centuries is to do it for ourselves, to become people who can live under their own steam, live according to an idea that they develop, because the jobs are no longer available to us to get. The kind of jobs that are available, a lot of people don't want anymore. They don't mean anything. It's paper pushing, it's the service industries.
So you can just take the whole mess of it and crunch away. And it's got some more vitamins than I can even name. That up, like scallions. And very nice and very, obviously, very oniony, but here's a bulb. So that's pretty nice, and you can clean that up, dice that up. I'm just gonna eat it. Get the Friday night, crowd away from me tonight when I'm out at the bar. I can just be alone and with my onion breath. The stalk of the plant is the right before it flowers. It's a really, if you think wild plants don't have much of a taste, like chickweed, I don't know if you tried it, it's a little bit bland. You try that guy, it'll kind of knock your socks off.
I taught a class called Living Without Employment a year and a half ago. It was probably the largest class I've ever taught. And that told me that it was an important question on the minds of people, especially, I had people from 20 to 60 in this course. And the idea was, can we live our lives without getting employed by somebody? Is it possible to conceive of our lives that way? And the answer is clearly yes.
The actual problem does happen where everyone's foraging all of a sudden, and if everyone starts wanting to ice skate, we build ice skating rinks for them.
At Corvid College, where we bring teachers together and then they decide what they want to teach, what they want to make available. And the purpose of education in a place like Corvid is it's one, to kind of free it from the bureaucratic closure that's happened around education, where you have guardians at the gate. We wanted to open that process up because education as a passing on of knowledge, of skills, needn't have these barriers around it. If we're going to recover something like a self-sufficient, cooperative village life, it's going to be in the city.
In the city, it's very easy to get distracted by the million things that are going on and all the pavement and the concrete and the noise. And I find, especially for urban dwellers, especially for anybody, because people aren't really connected. Very few people are connected at all to the natural world. And it's still very much in our genes. And the act of going out there and picking plants and eating them on the spot, it's a nice balance to all the commotion of modern life, I guess.
For young children, part of their education needs to involve telling them things, showing them things, but it also needs to involve a good dose of autonomy and free inquiry so that they can follow their curiosity. Hi, I'm Eric Buck. I'm a philosopher and a radical educator, and a few years ago I founded Corvid College here in the Boston area.
It's really good raw, it's good juiced, It's good stir-fried. Okay. Hi, my name is David Kraft. I work at Mass General Hospital doing radiation oncology research. I'm an urban forager. This is one of my favorite places to urban forage, Jamaica Plain. A lot of green here. And you should urban forage too.
La 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 di di. La 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 la. Śnieg ukrywa nas.